Hey guys, Kristen Martin here, author of the Alpha Drive series. Today I just wanted to give you guys an update as to where I am with my writing and also talk a little bit about writer's block because it's something that happens to everybody. And I think I found some tips and tricks in order to avoid writer's block entirely. Yes, maybe not avoid it entirely, but if you do get stuck, it's a good way to pull yourself out of it. So we'll get started with that. The shirt really makes me feel like a pirate. I know that is so random, but okay, so I have been working diligently on writing the second novel in the Alpha Drive series called The Order of Omega. Working very hard at that. I'm trying to do the whole 1,000 words a day thing to hopefully get it done in around 70 days, 2 months, 2.5 months. It is proving to be challenging though because I'm still holding down my full-time job. I'm about to graduate with my master's degree from Texas A&M in industrial distribution. So I've been trying to balance my work and school schedule along with my passion and my writing schedule. Oh, there's my dog. All I can see is this in the background. My animals. What can you do? And this is what I deal with. Dog, cat, dog, cat. Dog wants to play, dog wants someone to play with. Cat says, no, I don't want to play with you. The Writer's Idea Thesaurus by Fred White. Even if you are in the middle of your story and you have writer's block and you need an idea, this is great not only for news stories, but also when you're in the middle of writing. Sometimes it'll give you just that little spark of imagination that you need. Like, let's just open up to a random. Everyone is raving about the new nanomachines that zap tumors and repair defective heart valves, but when a technician is treated for a brain tumor, her personality changes radically. Scientists suspect that only another micromachine can reverse the outcome. So random, but they have all these situations for all these different genres, and sometimes you just read one of these and the idea pops into your head. If she just sits there, it's fine, otherwise she's very distracting. We can be honest, we've all experienced times where we have a lack of motivation or a lack of inspiration. It's not even so much that you're not creative or the ideas aren't coming to you. Sometimes the ideas do come to you, but you don't really have the motivation to sit down and write. When I do that, I take a book, my favorite book, by my favorite author, off of my bookshelf, and I'll read a couple of passages just to get my mind kind of flowing. And normally when I read those words, it really helps me to get motivated and get inspired. Looking at Pinterest, I know that's really weird for a writer to say because normally you look at Pinterest for fitness or, fitness pictures or food or quotes or something like that. But for me as a writer, it really helps to look at Pinterest too and read quotes about writing or being an author. That sometimes helps me pull through. So the book I always turn to is Invisible Monsters. I guess I don't really read just one sentence. I normally will read a chapter or a couple of pages just to get those words and the sentence structure and the flow in my head, and then I'll go to my computer and write, and it does miracles. Also, if you haven't read this book, you must. See, it's like a girl with a crown, but then when you turn it over, it's the face of the Joker. Another book that I turn to when I have writer's block or I'm feeling a little bit, unmotivated is actually called The Breakout Novelist. This is by Donald Mass. It's how to craft novels that stand out and sell. Sometimes I just need to read something that helps me break out of my shell or my comfort zone and write about something kind of different or something I wouldn't normally write about. This book has been instrumental in helping me do that, so I highly recommend this. On the other end of the spectrum from having writer's block is not being able to revise or edit properly. This usually happens when you haven't put your work aside long enough, so you haven't had the time to just let it sit there and you're still so involved and so close to it that you can't see what's wrong with it. Putting your manuscript away for a week or two is really helpful because then or even longer than that, because then you come back and you read it and a lot of the time you're like, wow, that was really terrible. Why did I word it like that? Or wow, I have a lot of adverbs in here, which adverbs are a big no-no. She said hastily. No, you have to find you can't use adverbs like that. It doesn't make for a very good story. But anyways, when you do need help revising and self-editing, I did find this book and it's actually been very, very helpful. I always have thought of myself as a good editor, but I guess I'm not very good at staying focused. But this book has really helped. It's called Revision and Self-Editing for Publication. This one is, sorry, there's a glare, is second edition, and it's by James Scott Bell. So it's techniques for transforming your first draft into a novel that sells. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video and maybe learned a thing or two about how to stay motivated and how to overcome writer's block as well as overcome editor's block. Probably coin that phrase before someone else takes it. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and if there is anything you would like for me to talk about in any of my next videos, please leave comments down below and I will make sure to get to them. Thanks guys, have a great day.